Once again, I welcome you to our discourse this day on you eventually become what you think. In our last video, I spoke about the power, understanding the power of the power of the mind, because it is very important that you have that background knowledge on how to understand the power that your mind carries. And we shall be starting off again today with another understanding, that is, understanding that your mind as an architect, understanding your mind as the architect of your life. So, our minds are the architects of our lives. Every thought we have lays the foundation for our future experiences. Just like a skilled architect, we must carefully choose the materials we use for the building. And these materials that we use are our thoughts. Our thoughts. So, to construct the life we desire, we must be mindful of our thoughts. We must choose the materials, which is our thoughts. So positive thoughts act as study bricks, while negative thoughts weaken the structure. Negative thoughts weaken the structure. Also, we must, there is what is called the butterfly effect of thoughts. The butterfly effects of thoughts. Do you know that a single thought can set off a chain reaction that ripples through the fabrics of our reality? One single thought can set off a reaction, a rippling effect. A rippling effect. So each thought sends out energy into the universe, attracting similar vibrations and shaping our external circumstances. Now, the mind is also can also be seen as a mirror. So imagine your mind as a mirror, reflecting back to you the reality you perceive. That is, you look your mind as a mirror, and it is reflecting back to you what you want. So if your mirror is clouded with negative thoughts, the reflections you will see will be distorted. Definitely, the reflections will be distorted. However, by consciously choosing positive thoughts, you can polish the mirror and witness a clearer, brighter reflections of your desires. Yes. So, we also have what we know as mind gardening. Mind gardening. Weeding your mind. Gardening, making your mind like a garden. So, nurturing positive thoughts. Now that we understand the power of our thoughts, it is time to cultivate a garden of positivity in our minds. That is, see your mind as a garden where all the plants there are positive. All the plants there, crops and everything you planted, are positive. So just as a gardener tends to their plants, we must nurture and cultivate positive thoughts to reap a bountiful harvest. I'm sure we are getting it now. So we must weed out negativity. We must do it consciously. So to create space for positivity to flourish in our mind, we must uproot the weeds of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts drain our energy and hinder our progress. There is nowhere any negative thought has benefited anyone. Simply drain our energy, because that energy you use it. That's why so oftentimes when you engage in thinking negatively, the first thing that happens is headache. The next thing, BP. The next thing, sicknesses steps in. So it hinders our progress. So by recognizing and replacing them with empowering thoughts, we create fertile grounds for a positive mindset. That is just the simple truth. That is just the simple truth. So you must recognize negative thoughts and replace them. I mean, when I say replacing them, you deliberately and consciously replace them with thoughts that will empower your destiny, with thoughts that will empower you, that is, positive thoughts that will create a fertile ground for positive mindset. Positive mindset. So, by doing this, you are simply sowing seeds of empowerment, seeds that will enable you to be what you desire in life. So, every thought is like a seed planted in the fertile soil of our minds. So, when you deliberately and consciously produce or replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts, you have simply begun to make your mind or the soil of your mind fertile. So we must carefully choose the seeds we sow, for they will determine the fruit we bear. In the days when in the villages still they still do it, you see farmers, yam farmers, what they do, they set out a time to consciously, deliberately pick out the yam seedlings that they will plant the next season. And they don't pick bad ones. They go for the best one. They select them, they choose them, they pick them and set them aside, knowing that it is good seeds that brings forth good harvest. So we must carefully choose the seeds we sow, for they will determine the fruits we bear. So thoughts of gratitude, thoughts of abundance, self-beliefs, these are seeds that yield a life of fulfillment and success. These are thoughts, yes. So if you say you don't have, what positive thoughts should I be thinking about? Think of gratitude. There is always a space. God always leaves a space for you to be grateful for. Something for you to be grateful for. Something for you to be grateful for. That's why the Yorubas say, they say there is a word, ayope yo. That is there is always a space for gratitude. Everything will not just spoil at the same time. No. No. Think on of abundance. Think of how you see yourself swimming in abundance, even if it is not yet in your hands. These are positive thoughts that attract the reality to you. So cultivate a growth mindset. Cultivate a growth mindset. Just as a gardener tends to their plants with love and care, we must cultivate a growth mindset. I keep repeating the word deliberately. I keep using the word consciously, because these are powerful words that will make you to achieve that which you a correct mindset, a positive mindset, a growth mindset. So embracing challenges as opportunities for growth, we can nurture our minds to constantly expand and evolve. With a growth mindset, we become unstoppable forces, capable of achieving anything we set our minds to do. I'm sure you have understood all that we have spoken about today again. And as you begin to put them to practice, to put them to use, deliberately and consciously cultivating a growth mindset by planting positive thoughts, thinking on the positivity alone helps you to achieve that which you desire in life, and you become what you truly are thinking. I thank you again for spending your time with me, for allowing me to your space. And I know that very shortly you shall be living a life that you desire, the kind of life that you desire. So, thank you one more time, and don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe to this video. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much.